Hello, my name is Cottrell Davis Jr., and I'm the Learning Management System Administrator for LifeBridge Health. This presentation will showcase both obsolete and emerging technologies for the learning management system within my hospital. I will utilize McLuhan's Law of Media and the 6 forces that drive emerging technologies to properly analyze both obsolete and emerging technologies. Within the hospital system, I have identified that the Gripton GM4400 2D bar scanner has become an obsolete technology. This technology is currently in the process of being replaced by the 37-bit EasyScan USB wedge reader as the newest advancement in emerging technology. For the data input and other classroom purposes within the learning management system, the Gripton bar scanner was implemented in 2012 to make for a better registration process for instructor-led classes. This technology was meant to be used by educators within the Education Resource Center to register staff for instructor-led classes. The bar scanner has become obsolete because the education staff did not realize the extra step implementing the barcode would mean for them. Initially, the educators were excited about the bar scanner, but over time the process died out fast and eventually faded away. The organization made the purchase of this technology without considering the downsides of the extra steps needed on the front end, even though the overall process would have been much faster. The educators in the long run did not have all the technical experience to make it work. The 37-bit EasyScan USB wedge reader is a new badge scanning technology that will recognize two different badge reading formats, the 26-bit and the 37-bit. This reader has become an emerging technology because it enables staff to register directly for instructor-led classes just by holding their employee badge against the reader. Once they do this, staff are automatically registered for the class. It requires no excess steps that the educators have to take and also makes for a much smoother registration process. Here's the tetrad for the obsolete technology. The bar scanner enhancement initially created a new and dynamic way for employees to register for upcoming classes within the LMS system. This scanner made the traditional method of class registration obsolete. As for retrieval, the bar scanner rekindled the use of the data input clerk to manually register staff for classes. To reverse, the scanner set the stage for faster data input and class registration while eliminating the current bar scanning technology. Here's the tetrad for the emerging technology. The EasyScan USB wedge reader enhancements include creating the ability to allow class registration with the swipe or touch of an employee badge. Obsoletes include totally removing the need to use a bar scanner to complete the registration process. Retrievals include utilizing the wedge reader to totally revolutionize the class registration process. It will be much faster and user-friendly. For reverse, the wedge reader will set the precedence for the next stage of learning management technology while totally eliminating the need for the current bar scanner technology. I recently had the pleasure of interviewing Joanne Dobry and Robert Wooders to discuss the emerging technology from both the end user and IT perspective. Joanne Dobry is an education specialist at LifeBridge Health. She will provide the end user perspective for the use of the emerging technology. Bob Wooders is the security technical services specialist at LifeBridge and has led the implementation of the EasyScan wedge reader here at LifeBridge. He will provide the IT specialist perspective of the EasyScan USB wedge reader. Before Joanne and Robert agreed to participate in the interview, they were presented with the following interview audiovisual consent form to review and sign. They both reviewed and agreed to consent to the interviews for classroom purposes only. Due to the spontaneity and busy schedules of each of the interviewees, they both have provided answers to my interview questions to showcase their viewpoints of the emerging technology. There are 6 forces that drive emerging technology. Those forces include evolutionary technology, rhymes of history, disruptive technology, science fiction, increasing returns, and red queens. The The upcoming slides will describe each force as it relates to the EasyScan USB Wedgie Reader and the Gripton bar scanner. Evolutionary technology is a technology that develops and transforms into another, improving the way we learn. As it relates to the learning management system, the Gripton GM4400 initially evolved from a manual process of entering classroom registrations into the system. The bar scanner initially made for a faster way to enter classes and class registration. The EasyScan USB Wedge Reader has emerged from this technology, allowing staff to register for classes with the swipe of a badge, making the process simpler and faster. Rhymes of history is the force whereby the technology rekindles some effect or impact from the distant past. The Gripton GM4400 rekindles the original data input clerk that would manually sit for hours to register staff for upcoming classes. The EasyScan USB Wedgie Reader rekindles the original bar scan and allows for registration directly into a class without having to generate a barcode. Science fiction is force number 3, whereby inventions are based on the imaginations of inventors. Both the obsolete and emerging technologies were not based on science fiction and are not described in the following slide. Disruptive technologies or force number 4 is a new technology with equivalent functionalities as its predecessors come along and completely wipe out the old technology by providing increased efficiency, lowering costs, and newer benefits. The EasyScan USB Wedge Reader is a perfect example of a disruptive technology. Because of its recent advancements for the use of entering classes, the Gripton GM4400 became obsolete, although the device is still used throughout the hospital for other elements of input. Increasing returns of force number 5 is whereby 2 technological innovations hit the market at the same time. One gets locked in and embraced by consumers while the other is driven to extinction. The Gripton GM4400 did not have another competing technology to compare with. The EasyScan USB Wedgie Reader offers much more features and faster access to student information than the bar scanner, which has now resulted in the bar scanner now being discontinued. Red Queens, of force number 6, represent when 2 technologies suddenly move forward far above other competitors as they compete with each other. The Gripton GM4400 and the EasyScan Wedge Reader are not based on Red Queens because they each evolved from different elements of technology. The EasyScan Wedge Reader will be around for years to come as long as we continue to utilize the HealthStream Learning Management System. The technology allows for simple and quick class registration at a minimal cost. It's a much easier process because there is no longer need to carry around a large bar scanner. Staff will now be able to hold their badge against the Wedge Reader, and the technology will automatically recognize the employee's student information. In conclusion, for the next 5 years, we are set to implement and use the EasyScan Wedge Reader for all of our class registration and class input needs. The original Gripton GM4400 will no longer be used for the purposes of class and other forms of data input. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. I hope you've gained some great information about the obsolete and emerging technologies discussed today. Have a great day.